Pokemon Horizons is really starting to pick up steam as we go into the new arc, and the climax for the current arc is gradually setting things up a lot. So let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's Rossenburst, and here's another episode of Critical Hit. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. Please like, subscribe, and join the Brave Asagi Discord so you can stay updated for all the news that's coming out throughout the weekend. So Pokemon Horizons episode 44 just aired a couple hours ago, and with it a lot of new things came out. For starters, let's do a quick recap. In episode 43, Liko and Roy had a brief brawl against Onix and Sango, with the latter accidentally letting it slip the current plan to capture the Black Rayquaza. Along with the mysterious tower, Freed was able to use his context clues to figure out where the explorers were hiding. In today's episode, Freed stepped up to Spinel, who revealed it was all a trap to keep the RVTs from messing up their plan to use Terrapagos' resonance to summon Rayquaza. The plan succeeded as Rayquaza came down and proceeded to get jumped by all the explorers as it hesitated to fight its friend Terrapagos, not realizing it was all a facade. Thanks to Freed's quick thinking, though, he was able to leave Spinel in the dust, while the rest of the RVTs came up with a plan to stop the explorers. The real MVPs, though, were Dot and Roy, who sprung into action in a combined effort to prevent Agate from catching Rayquaza in her Ultra Ball. Imagine that, right? Roy not only being useful, but also Wattrel as well. It's like a Pokemon miracle. However, the explorers weren't going to go down without a fight, and Sango tried a last-ditch effort to have Glalie use Explosion on Rayquaza. The shockwave caused Rayquaza to crash into a Brave Asagi, badly damaging the ship, and the episode ends on a cliffhanger. Real tense and exciting stuff, and despite the mediocre first half, the second half really hooked me, and I'm looking forward to the finale next week. On to the big news, though, and the big news are the previews. For starters, the preview for episode 45 showed a multitude of exciting things, such as Amethio joining the battle along with his Ghost Terra Cerulege. Amethio looks calm and composed, unlike his last encounter with Rayquaza, which means his training will culminate in this rematch. Curiously though, Liko is watching in awe at Amethio's performance, so maybe Amethio is the one who inspires Liko to use Terra herself. In a separate preview, we actually see Liko using Terra for her first time, so a clash of terrestrialization between Liko and Amethio may all be certain by this point. Finally, Sprigatito is glowing blue at the very end of the preview, so it's nice to have confirmation her evolution will happen in this big clash. Finally, let's talk about the big news. Anime Japan is this weekend, so news will keep coming out for the next couple days. But to start off, the first footage from the new terrestrial debut arc is here, and it shows a bunch of new things. The trailer starts off with Liko, Roy, and Dot all meeting up in Mesagoza, alongside Fuecoco, Quaxley, and our newly evolved friend, Floragato. All three take a commemorative photo in front of Naranja Academy to usher in their new start. Next up, Liko hides Terrapagos in her bag, in a similar fashion to a previous protagonist that we used to know. The next big scene is our trio receiving their Terra Orbs from the first time. If you look closely though, you'll see that the person giving them the orbs isn't Freed, Nemona, or Director Clavel, and is actually the top champion of Paldea, Geeta. La Primera is here at last, meaning the whole Pokemon League is going to be evolved in this arc, which is very fun to think about. Nemona and her newly evolved Palmite are also there, so it definitely feels like she will become a main member of the cast during this arc. Speaking of the cast, the next scene is the Paldea Elite Four meeting the trio in the schoolyard, but joining them is also Penny. If you watched my previous video, you'll know I pointed out Penny and Team Star's presence wasn't in the poster whatsoever, but they may appear later on. But now it looks like the poster just couldn't fit everybody in just that one poster. So a quick thought though, why is Penny with the Elite Four? In the games, Penny became an intern for the Pokemon League to make up for her hacking the systems during the Team Stars storyline. With that knowledge, is it possible the Penny in Horizons has already experienced the Team Stars story? Or will her story be changed up a bit, similarly to past characters from other series? We'll have to wait and see. Freed and Captain Pikachu appear in the next scene of the trailer, with this being the first sign Freed is still involved with the plot in any capacity. The rest of the RVTs are still absent, But since the ship is probably going to be totaled in the next episode, they'll likely be stuck repairing it in the background while Liko and the others are in school. I almost forgot to mention, Iono had a really brief appearance in the episode watching the big clash while she was in the middle of live streaming. Although some people may be caught off guard by how little involved she actually was, I actually think her watching Liko, Dot, and Roy combine their efforts to stop the Explorers will be how the other gym leaders will get involved in the next arc. Maybe she convinces them to train Liko, Roy, and Dot for whatever they had got going on against the Explorers after this arc is finished. So as you can see, Horizon is on a bit of a hype cycle right now, with Anime Japan occurring at the same time. The booth for Horizons was revealed, and it's designed after a Naranja Academy, which is very cool. Also, a Pokemon anime debut ambassador was announced, and the one who will fill that role is Hikaru Takahashi, who some of you might recognize from the variety show Pokidoko, where she was a rookie on the show. Hikaru Takahashi will be in attendance at a special stage for Horizons at Anime Japan, where she will reveal news and voice actor information for the new arc. So look forward to all the coverage throughout the weekend for Pokemon Horizons at Anime Japan. And that's all I got for you guys today. A new beginning looks to be on the horizon for the Pokemon anime, pun completely intended. Everything's looking great, everything's looking prosperous, and I'm really excited about what's going to happen in the upcoming arc. Even if I still have some concerns about the story in general and how it'll mix in with what we've already gotten. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the weekend, so take care for now. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Critical Hit. I am Rostenburst, and I'll catch you guys the next time. Peace.